Hi everyone, welcome to another video. We will be solving paper 2 variant 1 for mathematics for October-November 2018. So let's start. Question number 1 is the table shows the distances 10 people drive to work and the times they take. So this person drives 12 kilometers to work and he takes 20 minutes. This person drives 32 kilometers and takes 40 minutes and so on. On the grid, complete the scatter diagram to show this information. The first 4 points have been plotted for you. So these four are already plotted. We need to start from this point onwards and plot the rest of the 6 points that we have here. So the first one is 26 and 35. So we have x-axis representing distance and we have time on the y-axis. So 26 will be this one. Each small block represents a value of 1 kilometer here. So this is 25, this is 26. And 35 will be, so this is 30 on y-axis. So this will be 32, 34, and 35 will be in the middle here. So on the y-axis, each small block represents a value of 2. So 32, 34, 36, 38, 40. So 35 will be in the middle here. So this is 26 and 35. Then we have 36 and 34. 36 is this. This is 30, 32, 34. Yeah. Then we have 29 and 32. 29 and this is 30. This will be 32. Next we have 15 and 18. 15 is this and 18 will be one small block below 20. So this is 18. 20 and 32. 20 and 32 will be this one. And then we have 42 and 50. So 42 and 50 will be this value here. So this will be your plot for this table given. The next part is what type of correlation does the scatter diagram show? So if you look at the scatter diagram, if your x values are increasing in this direction, and if you move along this x direction, your y values are also going up. So this is a positive correlation. As the distance increases towards the right, the time goes up as well. So the points that are towards more right side are higher in the graph as well on the y-axis. So it's a positive correlation where if x values increase, y values increase as well. So we have positive here. The next part is one of these 10 people is selected at random. Find the probability that this person drove less than 30 kilometers to work. Give your answer as a fraction in its simplest form. So probability will be the number of people who drove less than 30 kilometers to work divided by the total number of people. So if you look at this axis here, this represents the line where the distance is 30 kilometers. So everything towards the left side of this vertical line that I have drawn, all these distances are less than 30 kilometers. So how many of these people drove less than 30 kilometers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are 10 total people, and out of those, 6 drove less than 30 kilometers to work. So your probability will be 6, which is the number of people who drove less than 30 kilometers to work, divided by total number of people are 10. So 6 over 10. And to convert it into its simplest form, I can divide by 2 in the numerator and the denominator. I will get 3 over 5. So this will be 3 over 5. Part 4 is Atik drives 48 kilometers to work. By drawing a line of best fit on the scatter diagram, estimate the time Atik takes to travel to work. So now first we need to draw the line of best fit along these points. So if I look at these points, if I draw a line through these 4 points, I think that will be the line of best fit. I will have 3 points above the line and these 3 below the line. So let me draw this. So this will be my line of best fit. This point is slightly above the line. These two are also above the line, and these three are kind of below the line. So it's passing through the center of these plots, the points I have plotted here. So now we need to find the time taken for Atik when he drives 48 kilometers to work. So 48 kilometers will be this point here. So if I draw a straight line up like this, and I need to see where it intersects my line of best fit. So it's almost at this point. So let me see what value do I get on my y-axis. So if I go left on y-axis here, this is the point. So this is 50, 52, 54, 56. So the time taken for Atik will be 56 minutes to drive this 48 kilometers to work. So your answer here will be 56. Part B is the table summarizes the time taken by the 120 employees in a company to travel to work. So 29 people take time between 0 and 20 minutes. 38 people take a time between 20 and 40 minutes to travel to work, and so on. First part is write down the model class. So the model class is the one which has the highest frequency, which is this one. So your model class will be this here, which is t greater than 20 and less than equal to 40. Calculate an estimate for the mean of the mean time. So to calculate the mean time, since I have class values here, I have these intervals instead of fixed values. So I don't have like 10 minutes, 30 minutes, 40, 50 minutes or so on. I have classes of these values. So when you have class intervals like this, you need to first find the mid value. Let's call it x. So the mid value for this class interval will be 10, which is in the middle between 0 and 20. So 10 here. For this, it will be 40 plus 20, which is 60, and then 60 divided by 2 to get the middle value, which is 30. Here the mid value is 50, here it's 70, and this one is 90. So these are my mid values for each of these classes. And so let me draw a line here. I'll need another row, and that row will be for the product of frequency. So if frequency is f, your mid value is x, I need the product of the two, frequency multiplied by the mid value. So 29 multiplied by 10 will be 290, 38 multiplied by 30. So 38 multiplied by 30 is 1140. So here frequency 26 multiplied by the mid value, which is 50. So 26 multiplied by 50 will be 1300. 70 times 21 will be 1470. 90 times 6 will be 540. Now to calculate the mean, your mean will be sigma fx divided by sigma f. Sigma fx means you have to find the sum of all these products. So you will add all these products, which is f times x. So 290 plus 1140 plus 1300 plus 1470 plus 540 divided by the sum of all these frequencies, 29 plus 38 plus 26 plus 21 plus 6. But you already know that the total employees in the table for which the data is given are 120 employees. So your total number of employees is 120. So your sum of all frequencies is 120. Now if I add them all together, 290 plus 1140 plus 1300 plus 1470 plus 540. So this is 4740 divided by 120, and this divided by 120, 39.5 minutes. So your mean value in minutes for the mean time taken by these employees to travel to work is 39.5 minutes. The next part is work out the percentage of employees who took more than 1 hour to travel to work. So more than 1 hour. So this percentage will be equal to number of employees who took more than 1 hour to travel, more than 1 hour, divided by total employees, total number of employees, and then multiplied by 100 to get the percentage. So let me continue here. So what is the number of employees who took more than 1 hour to travel to work? So if you look at these classes, this is the class which has the 1 hour mark. So 60 minutes is 1 hour. So everything towards the right is more than 1 hour. So 21 people took between 60 and 80 minutes. So these 21 people took more than 1 hour. And also these 6 people who took between 80 and 100 minutes to go to work also took more than 1 hour. So the total number of employees who took more than 1 hour to travel to work is 21 plus 6. These all people, they took less than 1 hour. So these people took between 40 and 60 minutes. These 38 people took between 20 and 40 minutes. So we don't include these. We only include the ones who took more than 1 hour, which is 21 plus 6 divided by the total number of employees is 120. So divided by 120 into 100. So this is 27 divided by 120 into 100. You get 22.5%. So 22.5% of employees took more than 1 hour to travel to work. Question number 2 is Dina owns a clothes shop. Part A is Mariam works in the shop. She works for 5 days each week from 10 a.m. until 6:30 p.m. She has a break of 45 minutes each day. She is paid $10.20 for each hour she works, but she is not paid for her breaks. Work out how much Mariam earns for 1 week's work. So first we need to find how much does she work in 1 day, and then we calculate her pay for 1 day by multiplying the number of hours she works in 1 day, and then we multiply it by 5 because she works 5 days a week. So let's first calculate hours worked per day, including the break, including breaks. So she works from 10 a.m. until 6:30 p.m. So her end time is 6:30 p.m. She starts at 10 a.m. So the total number of hours she works is, I will convert this 6:30 p.m. into 24-hour clock. So this will be 18:30. So she ends her work at 18:30. She started at 10 a.m. So I will minus 10 a.m. to get the number of hours she worked in a day. So this is 30 minus 0 is 30, 18 minus 10 is 8. So she works 8 hours 30 minutes, but it includes the breaks as well. And the pay that we are given, it does not include the breaks. She's not paid for her breaks, right? So now out of these 8 hours and 30 minutes that she works at the shop, we need to also subtract the breaks from this to calculate how much work how many hours she worked in the day without the breaks. So let's calculate hours worked per day without breaks. So this will be uh, let me write it here. So this will be, she works 8 hours 30 minutes in total, and she takes a 45 minutes break each day. So we will subtract 45 minutes out of this. So this will be, I'll have to carry 60 minutes. So I will add 60 to 30. I will get 90, and I will have 7 hours left here. So 90 minus 45 is 45. 7 minus 0 is 7. So this is 7 hours and 45 minutes of paid work that she does each day. Now let's calculate her pay per day. Pay per day will be 7 hours and 45 minutes. So I will convert this 45 minutes into hours as well, because the pay that is given is per hour. So she earns $10.20 per hour each hour. So 7 hours and 45 minutes. So 45 divided by 60 is 0.75. So total hours she works in one day is 7.75 hours multiplied by her hourly salary, which is $10.20. So 7.75 into $10.20, I get $79.05 is her salary per day. Now we need to find her salary for 1 week. So pay per week will be her daily pay, which is 79.05 multiplied by number of days she works in a week, which is 5. So multiplied by 5. So this value multiplied by 5 is $395.25. So this is how much she earns per week. $395.25. The next part is Dina buys 25 dresses from a manufacturer. She pays a total of $400 for these dresses. She sells all the dresses for $19.80 each. Calculate her percentage profit. So first we need to find her profit before we calculate the percentage profit. So profit will be her sale price minus the cost price. So her sale price, how much is the sale price? So let me call it total profit for all these 25 dresses. So what's the sale price for these 25 dresses? The sale price for 25 dresses is $19.80, which is the sale price of one dress, but she sold 25 dresses. So 25 multiplied by 25. So this is your total sale price for 25 dresses minus her cost price for all these 25 dresses is $400 for all of these. So minus 400. So 19.80 multiplied by 25 is 495 and then minus 400. So her profit is $95. So now the percentage profit will be her profit in dollar amount divided by her cost price and then multiplied by 100. So the profit is 95. Cost price is how much? She bought them for 400. Divided by 400 into 100. So this is 95 divided by 400 and then multiplied by 100. So percentage profit is 23.75%. 23.75. The next part is Dina sells a shirt for $15.66. The price includes 8% sales tax. Calculate the cost of the shirt excluding sales tax. So let the cost excluding sales tax equals to X. Now the sales tax is 8%. So our sales tax will be 8% of X, which is your initial cost without the sales tax. So this will be 8 over 100 into X, which is 0.08X. Now the total cost including the sales tax is $15.66. So that means X, which is the cost excluding the sales tax, plus the sales tax, which is 0.08X, should equal this cost. So 15.66. So let me write it here. So X plus 0.08X will be 1.08X equals to 15.66 and X will be 15.66 divided by 1.08. So this is $14.5 or $14.50. So $14.50 is the cost of the shirt excluding the sales tax. Part D is Dina is saving to make improvements to her shop. She invests $3,500 for 4 years at 1.7% per year compound interest. Calculate the value of Dina's investments after 4 years. Give your answer correct to the nearest cent. So the amount in, let's say, in her account, in account will be, so you have learned the formula for compound interest is principal multiplied by 1 plus rate over 100 to the power n, where n is the number of years. So your principal amount that she invests is 3500. So 3500 into 1 plus rate is 1.7%, 1.7 over 100, and the time in years is 4. So this power will be 4. So let's calculate this. 1.7 divided by 100 plus 1, this power 4, and this multiplied by 3500. So this is $3,744 point. So to the nearest cent means we have to go up till 2 decimal places. So this is 138. I will write it as uh, 14. So 3 will be rounded up to 4. So your final answer is $3,744.14. So question number 3 is the diagram shows a triangular field ABC. These lengths are given. Show that BAC equals 48.6 degrees correct to 1 decimal place. So BAC is this angle here. Since I know the 3 sides of the triangle, I can use the cosine rule. So since I'm interested in this angle, the side opposite this angle is BC. So using the cosine rule, BC square should equal AB square plus AC square minus 2 times AB times AC into cos of this BAC. So let's substitute the values. BC is 132. 132 square equals to 95 square plus AC is 174 square minus 2 into 95 into 174 cos of BAC. So let me take these squares to the other side. So I'll have 132 square minus 95 square minus 174 square. So this will be minus 21877 equals to minus 2 into 95. So 2 into 95 into 174. So this is minus 33,060. And then cos of BAC. This minus and minus will cancel out. I will take this to the denominator here. So I will have cos of BAC will equal 21877 divided by 33060. So 21877 divided by 33060. And then I take the cos inverse of this. So you will get angle BAC equals to 48.56. And up till 1 decimal place, I will round this up because this is a 6 here. So this will be 48.6 degree. So I've shown that this is 48.6. The next part is the field is sown with flower seeds. Each square meter of the field is sown with 3 grams of seed. The seed costs $8.50 for 100 grams. Calculate the cost of the flower seed needed for the field. So first I need to find the area of the field, and then I will find how many grams of seed are used. And from those grams of seed, I will find the cost of the seeds needed for the field. So first we need to find the area of the field. So area of the field will be, so this is a triangular field. I know that this angle is 48.6 degree. We have shown this in the previous part. So I can use this side AB and this side AC and the angle between them. So 1 by 2 into this side 95 into 174 into sine of this angle. So it will be 1 by 2 into AB into BC into sine of angle BAC. So let's substitute the values here. 1 by 2 into AB is 95 into BC is 174 into sine of angle BAC is 48.6 degree. So 1 by 2 into 95 into 174 into sine of 48.6. So the area of the field is 6199.67. The unit is meters. So this will be meter square. So each square meter of the field is sown with 3 grams of seed. So how many seeds are needed? Total grams of seed used will be the area, which is 6199.67 multiplied by 3 here, because 1 meter square needs 3 grams. So this 6199 will need 6199.67 multiplied by 3. So 61. So this is 6199. 6199. 6199.67 multiplied by 3 is 18,599.01 grams. So this is the total weight of seeds that we need. So now we need to find the cost of this many grams of seed. So we are given that 100 grams cost $8.50. So 1 gram will cost 8.50 divided by 100, and 18,599.01 grams will cost 8.50 over 100 into 18,599.01. So let's calculate this. 8.50 divided by 100 into 18,599.01. So this is $1,580.92. I will round this 91 up to 92 because the next value is 5. So your answer is $1,580.92 will be the total cost of the flower seed needed for the field. So the next question, question number 4, is you have a universal set of numbers x, where x is an integer between 1 and 10. So let me write down the values in this universal set. So all numbers between 1 and 10, including 1 and 10, because this is greater than equal to and this is less than equal to. So universal set will have numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. A is a set such that the number inside set A is a factor of 20. So factor of 20 means that number can divide 20 completely. So 1 can divide 20, you won't have any remainder. So 1 is a factor, 2 is also a factor of 20, 3 is not, 4 is, 5 is also a factor of 20, and then you have 10, which is a factor of 20. And the set B is contains all the multiples of 4. So multiples of 4 will be 4, and then 8 is a multiple of 4, and that's it. Only 2 numbers here. Now you need to complete the Venn diagram. So you always start with the intersection. So if you look at these two sets, A and B, the intersection will be the numbers that are common in between these sets. So 4 is present, so 4 is in the intersection. 8 is not in set A, so 8 won't be here. And then let's move on to set B. Set B is 4 and 8. You have already written 4, so 8 will be here. And then if you move to set A, you have 1, 2, 4 is already written, 5 and 10. And then you will have the rest of the numbers outside. So 1, 2, 3 is missing, 4, 5, 6 is missing, 7 is also missing, 8 is here, and then 9 is also outside. So that's how you will complete this Venn diagram. The next part is state the number of elements in A union B. So A union B will be this set, everything inside A and B. So how many numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you have 6 numbers inside this set A union B. So you will have 6 here. Describe in words the set A intersection B complement. So let me mark B here. So if I have this set as B, in fact, let me write it the other way around. So this is your set B, right? What is B complement? B complement is everything outside B. So everything outside B is everything that I'm shading red is outside B. So outside. And so this red region is B complement, and you want to find the intersection of B complement with A. So A is this set. This set is A. So what are the elements in A intersection B complement? So what is the common region that is shaded both red and green? So that region is this one, which is both red and green, which is the overlap of B complement with A. So this region that I have, the region here shown with the blue boundary here, is this A intersection B complement. So what are the numbers inside this set? 1, 2, 5, 10. So these are the numbers inside this set. So the question asks, describe in words. So similar to how you have the question describes set A in words where x is a factor of 20 and B is a set where x is a multiple of 4. So what can you say about these numbers 1, 2, 5, and 10? They are all factors of 10, right? 1 can divide 10, 2 can also divide 10, 5 can also completely divide 10, and of course 10 can also divide itself. So if you want to describe in words this set, you will say these are all factors of 10. Part B is complete. 30 people are asked what type of fruit they like. Of these people, 5 say they like both oranges and bananas, 12 say they like oranges, 8 say they like neither oranges nor bananas. By drawing a Venn diagram or otherwise find the number of people who like bananas but not oranges. So I'll draw a Venn diagram. It will make it easier to find this number. So if this is my universal set, and then I have two sets inside for people who like oranges and then people who like bananas. So let me draw oranges in red and then bananas in, let's say, yellow. So again, I'll start with this intersection. So 5 people say they like both oranges and bananas. So 5 people lie in this intersection. 12 say they like oranges. So there are 12 people in this red orange set here. So out of those 12, I've already written 5 here. So the remaining are 7 which are in this region. So 7 like oranges, but they don't like bananas. Oh, so this will be actually B here. So bananas. So let me write B. Okay. So you have 7 people who like only oranges, 5 people who like both orange and bananas, and then 12 people in total who like oranges. 8 say they like neither oranges nor bananas. So they are outside both of these. So 8 people are outside here. And then you know that the total number of people here is 30, right? So if 8 are here, 5 are here, 7 are here, how many are here? Let's call it X. And then if we add all of them together, I should get the number 30. X plus 5 plus 7 plus 8 should equal 30. So 7 plus 5 is 12. 12 plus 8 is 30. Oh, sorry, 12 plus 8 is 20. So X will be 30 minus 20. So X is 10. So here you have 10 people who only like bananas here. They're not part of this intersection, so they don't like oranges. So 10 people like only bananas. So the question asks, find the number of people who like bananas but not oranges. So that means these 10 people who like bananas but not oranges. So your answer here will be 10. The next part is 2 of the 30 people are selected at random. Find the probability that they both like oranges but not bananas. So that means probability that orange, they like orange only. And the second person also likes orange only. What is the probability that you pick 2 people and you get 2 people that both like oranges only and not bananas? So when you're picking the first person, so we are interested in these people. These 7 only like oranges and not bananas because they're outside this intersection of orange and banana. So when you're picking the first person, you have 7 people who like orange only, and then total people are 30, right? So picking the first person, what is the probability of picking the first one who likes orange only will be 7 over 30. And then once you have chosen the first person, how many people are left who like oranges only? 6 people are left because you already picked one. And then how many total people are left? 29. So this is an and here, so I will be multiplying it. And then when you're picking the second person, what is the probability that you again pick a person who only likes oranges and not bananas? You have 6 such people left. So 6 out of the total 29. So this will be 7 6 are 42, and 30 into 29 is 870. And then you can simplify it as well. So let's write 42 over 870 in its simplified form will be 7 over 145. So you divide it by 6 in both the numerator and denominator. So your simplified form for the probability is 7 over 145. Question number 5 is complete the table for this equation. So the value missing is for value of y for x equals to 4. So if I substitute x equals to 4, I will get 4 over 5, 6 plus 2 into 4, and then minus x square, so minus 4 square. So this will be 6 plus 4 times 2 is 8, minus 4 square is 16, and then multiplied by 4, and then divide by 5. So this is minus 1.6. The next part is draw the graph of this equation for x values between minus 3 and 4. So we will use the table here on the top to plot the points and then draw our curve. So the first value is when x is minus 3 and the y value is 5.4. So minus 3 and 5.4. So let's first calculate what a difference does each small block make. So this changes the value of y, it changes by 2. And how many small blocks are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So 2 over 10 is 0.2. So each small block represents a change of 0.2. So this is minus 3, sorry, minus 2 here, minus 3 and 2, and this will be y value will be 3 here, this is 4, and then 5, and then 5.4. So 5, 5.2, 5.4 will be this value. So minus 3 and 5.4. The next value is minus 2 and 0.8. So minus 2, and this is 1 on y-axis. So zero point 0.8 will be this one. Minus 1 and 0.6. So 1, 2, 3 blocks below will be minus 0.6. So minus 1 and minus 0.6. 0, 0 is the origin. 1 and 1.4. 1. So this is y value 1, 1.2, 1.4. Then 2 and 2.4. 2 and 2, 2.2, 2.4 is here. 3 and 1.8. 3 and 2 is this. So 1.8 will be one small block below. because each small block represents a value of 0.2. And then the next value is 4 and minus 1.6. 4 and minus 1 minus 1.2, 1.4, 1.6. So this is the plot of these points. So now let's try to draw a smooth curve here, which represents this equation. So let me start here. Oops, not good. Let me try here. Okay, this should be good enough for the smooth curve. So this is how your graph will look like. The next part is by drawing a tangent, estimate the gradient of the curve at minus 2 and 0.8. So minus 2 and 0.8 is at this point. So to find the gradient, I will align my ruler such that it will intersect or just touch the curve at this point. So yeah, I think this looks good. I can draw a straight line now. So let me draw it in another color. So line will look like this. So it just touches the curve at that point, minus 2 and 0.8. Let me move this out of the way. And now we can take any like 2 points on the curve to get our gradient. So let's take the point where this straight line passes through the x-axis. So here is this value. So your y value is 0 and your x value is minus 1.5, minus 1.6, minus 1.7. So this point is minus 1.7 and 0. And let's look at another point here. So we can take this point here. So this is on the y-axis. This is 3. This point here. So this is 3 on y-axis. And on the x-axis, this is minus 2.8. So you have 2 points, minus 2.8 and 3, minus 2.8 and 3, and the other point is minus 1.7 and 0, minus 1.7 and 0. So we can find the gradient easily using these 2 points. So 3 minus 0 over minus 2.8, minus and minus will become plus 1.7. So minus 2.8 plus 1.7. This is minus 1.1. So this will be 3 divided by minus 1.1. So 3 divided by minus 1.1 will give you minus 2.72. So this will be your gradient of the curve at this point, minus 2.72. The next part is use your graph to solve the equation which is given this. So since we need to use our graph and let me write down the equation of the curve that we have for the graph. So equation of the curve for which we have drawn the graph is, so equation of curve is y equals to x over 5 into 6 plus 2x minus x square. So now if you compare this left hand side of this equation with the equation of curve, the only difference is we have x over 5 here in the curve, and for this equation we have x here. So I can easily make this the same as this value if I divide by 5 on this side, and since I'm dividing by 5 on this side, on the left hand side of the equation, I'll have to divide by 5 on the right side as well. So let me do that. I'll divide by 5 here. 6 plus 2x minus x square equals to 10 over 5. So 10 over 5 is 2. So this will become x over 5 into 6 plus 2x minus x square equals to 2. So that means now this equation is the same as the equation of the curve, and we have to find the value of x when the equation of the curve is equal to 2. So that is the y value. So for y equals to, when y is 2, what is the value of x? Or you can also see that this equation of the curve, this is y here, so that means I can substitute y here, y equals to 2. So basically I need to find the x values. X is the value that we need to find when the y value is 2. So again we'll use the graph here. So now I can draw a line at y equals to 2. So let me draw this. So this is the line y equals to 2. And now we have to see where it intersects our blue curve. That will be our values of x when y is 2. So our first point is this one. This is almost minus 2, minus 2.1, minus 2.2, minus 2.3. So here the x value is minus 2.3. Then the curve also intersects at this point. Here the value is 1, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4. So here x equals 1.4. And then it also intersects at this point here, this one. This is 2.5, 2.6, 2.7, and 8. So it's between 2.7 and 8. So I can call it x equals to 2.75. So these are the three values of x when the value of y is 2. So at this point it's 2, this point it's 2, this point it's 2. So your answer will be x equals to, because you're solving for x here, so minus 2.3. First value is minus 2.3. Your second value is 1.4 and then 2.75. So 1.4 and the last value is 2.75. So there are three values of x, which if you substitute in this equation, this one, you will get y equals to 2. Or if you substitute these values of x in this equation, you will get the value equals to 10. So since we have drawn the curve for this graph here, this equation here, I converted this given equation into that form by simply dividing by 5 on both sides. And this gave me the y value to equals to 2. So basically I looked at the graph and found the values of x when y was 2, which is the same solution where in this equation. So if I substitute any of these values of x in this given equation, I will get y value 10 here. So that's how you will solve this problem. So let's move on to the next question. So question number 6 is A, B, C, D are points on the circle with center O. TA and TC are tangents to the circle, and this TDOB is a straight line. This angle is x degrees. First part is show that triangle OAT is congruent to triangle OCT. So this OAT is congruent to OCT. Give a reason for each statement you make. So first we can see that angle TCO and angle TAO, they are equal because this is an angle between this radius OA and this tangent TA. And we know that angle between radius and tangent is 90 degrees. So angle TAO is equals to angle TCO equals to 90 degrees because tangent is perpendicular to radius. Next, we can see that this length AO and this length CO are equal because both are radius. So we can say length AO is equals to length CO. Both are radius of circle. And then this length TO is common between this triangle OAT and this triangle OCT. So uh, TO is common between between the two triangles. So both of these are right-angled triangles, and this is their hypotenuse, which is equal, and also they have one other side which is also equal. So using the RHS property, we can say triangle OAT is congruent to triangle OCT uh, through the RHS property, RHS. So that's how you will prove that these two triangles are congruent. The next part is find in terms of x, giving your answers as simply as possible the angle AOT. So let's look at the angle AOT, which is this one here. So if you look at this triangle OAT, this angle is 90 degree, this is x degree, and this is the unknown angle that we need to find. So sum of all these three angles should be 180 degrees. So AOT plus 90 plus x should be equal to 180. So if I take these to the other side, I will get AOT equals to 180 minus 90 will be 90, and this will be minus x. So AOT is 90 minus x. The next part is OAB. So OAB is this angle here. And if you look at this length OB, it is also the radius of this circle. So these three lengths are equal. So if this angle is, let's call, so this is OAB, angle OAB will be equal to angle OBA. This is an isosceles triangle because this side and this side are equal in length. So these two angles are equal. And now if I look at this angle AOD, which is subtended by this arc, so this arc makes this angle at the center of the circle, and this same arc AD makes this angle, the red one, at the circumference of the circle. So we can use the property that angle at circumference is half the angle at the center. And we have calculated this angle AOT is 90 minus x. So this angle here is 90 minus x. So this red angle, which is the same as angle OAB, will be half of this. So angle OAB will be half of this angle 90 minus x over 2. So this is 90 minus x over 2. So just to repeat this, this arc makes this angle at the center of the circle, and the same arc subtends an angle at the circumference of the circle, this one, which is also equal to angle OAB because this is an isosceles triangle. So angle at circumference is half the angle at center. The next part is the angle ADC, the reflex angle ADC. So let me erase everything else. So this was 90 minus x. Now we are looking for the reflex angle ADC, which is this angle. So this is the angle we need to calculate. This is the reflex angle because it is greater than 180 degree. So we can find this angle if we are able to find this inner angle ADC, I can subtract this from 360 to get the outer angle. So now if you look at this ADCB, this is a cyclic quadrilateral. This is a cyclic quadrilateral, and we found this angle here was, which was marked in red, was 90 minus x over 2. So if this is a cyclic quadrilateral, that means angle ADC, this green one, plus angle ABC should equal 180 degrees, because the sum of opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral is 180 degrees. So if I'm able to find this full angle, I can find this angle green one ADC as well. So what is this full angle? This is simply double of this. You can prove this by, so let's look at this angle at the center, AOC. This full angle here will be 2 times 90 minus x, this full, because this triangle OAT is congruent to triangle OCT. We have shown that in the first part. So this angle was 90. So for this triangle, this angle was 90. This is x. This is also x. You have learned that a line that goes to the center of the circle from an external point, it will bisect the lines that are tangent. So it will basically bisect the angle that the two tangents make between each other. So this line is going to the center of the circle, and these are the two tangents. So this line bisects this angle ATC into two halves. Each half is x degree. So since these two triangles are congruent, this is 90, this is 90 in this triangle, this is x, this is x. So if this one is 90 minus x, this one is 90 minus x as well, the lower one. So let me just mark the total angle. This total angle is 2 times 90 minus x, and this this angle 2 times 90 minus x is subtended by this arc at the center. So it subtends this angle at the center, and it subtends the angle ABC at the circumference. So again, using the property that angle at circumference is half the angle at the center, I can say that this is 2 times 90 minus x divided by 2, which is simply 90 minus x. So this angle is 90 minus x, because this is 2 times 90 minus x at the center of the circle. So if this is 90 minus x, I can find this angle ADC. The inner green one will be, let me write it down here. So this will be ADC plus this opposite angle, which is 90 minus x, should equal 180 degrees, because these are two opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral. ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. So angle ADC will be 180 minus 90 will be 90, and this x will become plus x on the other side. So let me take this and paste it here. So now we are interested in actually finding the reflex angle ADC. So if you look back here, we have found that this angle is 90 plus x. So this outer angle will be 360 minus this inner green angle. So that's the reflex angle ADC. So reflex angle ADC will be 360 minus this 90 plus x. So this will become 360 minus 90 minus x, which is 270 minus x. So reflex angle ADC will be 270 minus x degrees. The radius of the circle is 6 centimeter. Given that x is 35 degrees, work out BT. So let's erase everything to make it cleaner. So now you know that x is 35 degree, this is 90 degree angle, and this radius is 6, and you have to find this length BT. So now I can use this right angle triangle OAT to find this length of the hypotenuse. I know this angle, I know the perpendicular length. This is the base for this triangle, and this is the height, perpendicular height, which is 6. So I can find this length OT, and this OB will be again the radius. So this is also 6. So BT that we need to find, this full length, is equals to this length OT plus this length OB. This length OB is 6. So let's calculate OT first. So I can use sine of x will be perpendicular, which is OA, divided by this hypotenuse, which is OT, which is the unknown. So OT will be, if I take this up here and bring sine x down here to make OT the subject of the equation. So this will be OA over sine of x, and OA is 6. So 6 divided by sine of x is 35 degrees. So 6 divided by sine of 35. So this is 10.46. So I can write it as 10.5. So this green length is 10.5. We need to find this blue length. So this will be 10.5 plus 6. So BT will be equals to OT, which is 10.5, plus this length OB, which is 6. So this will be 16.5. The unit is centimeter. So this is how you will find this length BT. Let me actually delete it from here, and we can write it here. So your final answer here is 16.5 centimeters, your length BT. Question number 7 is the position vector OA of point A is this and AB is this. Find the position vector OB of point B. So let me just make a rough drawing of these points. So let's assume this point is O. So your vector OA is minus 4, 7. That means you go negative 4 in x, which is this way, 4 in negative x direction, and then you go 7 in positive y. So if you move positive 7, you end up here. So this is your vector OA. And then AB is 6 minus 3. That means you move plus 6 from A. Plus 6 will take you somewhere here. And then minus 3. Minus 3 will bring you down in y direction, somewhere here. So this will be B, and this will be your vector AB. So this is OA, this is AB. So now you have to find the position vector OB of point B. So using the head to tail rule, I can say that OB is OA in this direction and then plus AB. So OB will be OA plus AB. What is OA? OA is minus 4, 7 plus AB is 6 minus 3. So 6 minus 4 will be 2, 7 minus 3 will be 4. So your vector OB is 2, 4. Find the magnitude of AB. So magnitude of AB will be 6 square plus minus 3 square and then whole square root. So 36, 36 plus 9 will be 45 under root. So this is 6.71 up till 3 significant figures, 6.71. Given that AB equals to 3 times CB, find the coordinates of point C. So coordinates of point C means we have to find the vector OC, right, with respect to the origin O. So I have OC. So let's take any arbitrary point. Let's say this is C. and I can use the head to tail rule. Again, I know OB, so I know this vector. Let me mark this in red. So OB will be this, and then BC will be this. So OB plus BC will give me my coordinates of point C, which is the vector OC. So I'm given that AB is 3 times CB. So that means if I take this 3 down here, I will get CB vector equals to 1 by 3 times AB, right? And AB is what? 6 and minus 3. So 1 by 3 times 6 and minus 3. So if I bring this 1 by 3 inside, I will get 2 and minus 1. So this is my vector CB, which is in this direction. But I'm interested in BC because I want to use the head to tail rule, which will be AOB plus BC will be this vector OC. So if I have CB, which is in this direction, my vector BC will be simply a negative of CB. I multiply it by minus 1 to get the opposite direction. So minus CB means minus 1 multiplied by this vector here, which is CB, 2 minus 1, which will be minus 2 and 1. So this is my vector BC now, this one that is marked in red, which is minus 2 and 1. I also know OB, which is 2, 4. So we can use the head to tail rule to find the vector OC. OC will be vector OB plus vector BC. And OB is 2, 4. So 2, 4 plus BC is minus 2 and 1. So 2 minus 2 will be 0, 4 plus 1 will be 5. So this will be your coordinates for point C will be 0 and 5. 0 the x coordinate and 5 the y coordinate. So that's how you will get this vector OC, which is 0 and 5. So 0 and 5 means it will be vertically above this point. So C will be somewhere here vertically above because you move 0 in x direction. So you don't move left or right. You go straight up in positive y, 5 units in positive y direction because OC is 0 and 5. So that means the actual position of point C will be somewhere here. But since we did not know it before, I just randomly marked this position just to show you how I will be using the head to tail rule to find this vector OC by adding OB and BC. So OB plus BC will give you vector OC. So the actual position is somewhere here, but I just like marked it randomly just to illustrate this head to tail rule. So these will be your coordinates for point C, 0 and 5. The next part is the line L is parallel to vector AB and passes through this point. Find the equation of line L. So we have this one point. We only need to find the gradient, so we will be able to find the equation of line L. So AB is, let me go back and see, AB is 6 minus 3. So vector AB is 6 minus 3. That means if you are at point A, you go positive 6 in x direction, so plus 6 in x, and then negative 3 in y means you will go down 3, minus 3 and plus 6, and then you will land at B. This is this vector AB. So 6 in x and then y in minus 3 in y direction. So if you want to find the gradient, gradient is basically the change in value in y, delta y divided by delta x. So since line L is parallel to this vector AB, if I find the gradient of this vector, I will get the gradient of the line. So gradient M will be delta y over delta x, which is the change in value in y divided by change in value in x. So when you move from A to B, your change in value of y is this, minus 3. And your change in value of x is this, which is 6. So your gradient is minus 1 over 2. Now to find the equation of line L, equation of line L, I will use the formula for the equation, which is y minus y1 equals to gradient into x minus x1. So let's call these points x1 and y1, which are on the line L. So y minus y1 will be y minus 5. Gradient is minus 1 by 2 into x minus x1 is minus 2. So this will become plus 2. And then if I open up the bracket, I will get minus 1 by 2x, minus 1 by 2x, and then minus 1. So if I take this 5 to the other side, let me continue here, I will get minus 1 by 2x, and this will become plus 5 minus 1 is plus 4. So your equation for this line will be y equals to minus 1 over 2x plus 4. So this will be your equation for the line L. The next part is the line M is perpendicular to line L and passes through the origin. So passes through the point 0, 0. Find the equation of line M. So since M and L are perpendicular, that means uh, gradient of line M multiplied by gradient of line L should be equal to minus 1. This is the property of perpendicular lines, that if you multiply their gradients, your product will be minus 1. So gradient M is unknown, multiplied by gradient L. The gradient of line L was minus 1 by 2 equals to minus 1. So if I take this minus 1 by 2 to the other side, this 2 will be multiplied in the numerator. So I will get gradient of M equals to 2. So again, using the formula for the equation of the line is y minus y1 equals to gradient into x minus x1. So these are my points x1 and y1, 0, 0. So this will be y minus 0 equals to gradient 2 into x minus 0. So this will be simply y, this will be simply x, so 2x. So y equals to 2x is the equation of line M. Question number 8 is the diagram shows part of a number grid. So you have numbers increasing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and so on. A vertical rectangle enclosing 3 numbers as shown can be placed anywhere on the grid. The grid is continued downwards. Part A is if n represents the top number, the number in the top of the rectangle, complete the rectangle with expressions in terms of n for the other 2 numbers. So this is basically a sequence question. So if your top number is n, the number below this is always plus 5. So even if I draw this rectangle somewhere here on the grid, if you have top number is 10, you're adding 5 to get the number below it. So you get 15, and then you add another 5 to it to get the number below it. So plus 5 here, and then you add another 5 here. So if your top number is n, the number below this will be n plus 5, and the number below this will be n plus 5, which is n plus 10. So you add 5 here to this, and then you add another 5 to this to get this. So this will be n plus 5, and n plus 10. Part B is Omar multiplies the uh, top number in the rectangle by the bottom number. He then squares the middle number in the rectangle. He finds the difference between the two results. Using your answers to part A, show that this difference is 25. So let's see the top number. So he multiplies the top number in the rectangle by the bottom number. So these two are multiplied. So your multiplication will be n into n plus 10. And then he squares the middle number. So your middle number is n plus 5. If you square this, you get n plus 5 whole square. And now you have to show that the difference between these two is always 25. So you're taking any generic pattern. You're not taking like actual values 7, 12, 17, or like this 10, 15, 20. You're taking any number n. You know that the number below this in the rectangle will be n plus 5, and the number below it will be n plus 10. So you're multiplying the top one with the bottom one, n into n plus 10, and then you're taking the square of the middle one, which is n plus 5 square. So let's take the difference between them. So this will be n square plus 10n, and this will be n square minus, sorry, plus 2ab, 2 into n into 5. So 10n plus 25. So I use the formula a plus b whole square equals to a square plus 2ab plus b square to expand this. Now let's take the difference of the two. So n square plus 10n and then minus this thing, n square plus 10n plus 25. So if I open the bracket and multiply the minus sign, n square plus 10n minus n square minus 10n minus 25. So n square minus n square will be 0, so they'll cancel out. Plus 10n minus 10n will be 0, they'll cancel out as well. So you're left with minus 25. So minus sign just means that this was the smaller number of the two. So that's why you got the negative sign. So if you subtract this from this, so if I have done this minus this, if you do, let me write it here, n plus 5 square minus n into n plus 10, the other way around, you will get positive 25. So ignoring the sign, the difference is this number here, which is 25, and you have shown that. So the negative sign just indicated that you subtracted the larger number from the smaller number. So that's why you got a negative value. But the difference, the numerical difference is 25. So you've shown that the difference is always 25 here. Part C is Lana places a rectangle on the grid. She adds the three numbers in her rectangle and the sum of the three numbers is 174. Find the largest number in Lena's rectangle. So you have three numbers, n, n plus 5 and n plus 10. n, n plus 5 and n plus 10. And if you add the three together in Lena's rectangle, you get 174. So n plus n plus 5 plus n plus 10 will give you 174, and then we can find the value of n from this. So this will be 3n plus 15 equals to 174. 3n will be equal to 174 minus 15, which is 159, and this divided by 3 will give you the value of n. So n is 53. So the top number in Lena's rectangle on the grid is 53. The second number is n plus 5, which is 58. And the third number in Lena's rectangle is n plus 10. So 53 plus 10 is 63. So the largest number in Lena's rectangle is the one that is at the bottom of the rectangle, which is 63. So the question asks you to give the largest number. So the largest number here will be 63. So let's move on to the next question. Question number 9 is you're given volumes of sphere and surface area of a sphere. The diagram shows lamp A. It is made up of the shape of cylinder with a hemisphere on the top. The radius of the hemisphere and the radius of the cylinder are both 3 centimeters. So this radius is 3, and then this radius on the top for the hemisphere is also 3. So that means this is also the radius and also the height of this hemisphere, which is also 3 centimeters. So that means this height of the cylinder is 21 and this full height is 24. The total height of the lamp is this 24, and this height remaining for the cylinder after you're subtracted the height of the hemisphere, it's 21 centimeter. The first part is show that the volume of the lamp A is 650 centimeter cube. Correct to three significant figures. So volume of lamp will be equal to volume of cylinder. Volume of cylinder plus the volume of this hemisphere. Of hemisphere. So volume of cylinder is pi r square h plus volume of hemisphere will be half of this. So you're given the volume of sphere. So volume of hemisphere here will be this divided by 2 or multiplied by 1 over 2. So this will be 2 by 3 pi r cube, the volume of the hemisphere. So 2 by 3 pi r cube. Now if I substitute the values here, so pi, the radius of the cylinder is 3. So 3 square multiplied by the height of the cylinder is 21 plus 2 by 3 pi r cube here will be the radius of the hemisphere is also 3. So this will be multiplied by 3 cube. So let's calculate this. Pi into 3 square will be 9 into 21. So this is 593.76 plus 2 over 3 multiplied by pi multiplied by 3 power 3. This is 56.549. 56.549. And then if you add them, 593.76 plus 56.549, you get 650.309. And up till three significant figures, this is 650 centimeter cube, which is the same as mentioned in the question. So we have shown that the volume of this lamp is 650 centimeter cube. The next part is calculate the curved surface area of lamp A. So curved surface area will be the curved surface area of this cylinder here. So this curved surface area all the way around, and then the curved surface area of this hemisphere as well. So curved surface area, curved surface area of lamp A will equal the curved surface area of this cylinder. So curved surface area of cylinder plus the curved surface area of hemisphere. Curved surface area of hemisphere here. So what will be the curved surface area of cylinder? We have studied the formula. It is 2 pi r h plus curved surface area of hemisphere. So for surface area of a sphere, it's 4 pi r square. So you have surface area of hemisphere will be half of this, so 2 pi r square. Since all the surface area of the sphere is like the curved surface area, so for hemisphere, the curved surface area of this hemisphere will be half of this. So this will be 2 pi r h, which is the curved surface area of cylinder, plus 2 pi r square, which is the surface area of the hemisphere. So let's substitute the values here. So 2 pi, again r is the radius of cylinder, which is 3, height is 21, plus 2 pi into 3 square, which is the radius of the hemisphere. So now let's calculate the values. 2 multiplied by pi multiplied by 3 multiplied by 21. So this is 395.841. So 395.841 plus 2 into pi into 9, which is 3 square here. So this is 56.549. 56.549. So let's add these two together. So this will be 395.841 plus 56.549. So this is 452.39 centimeter square. Now you can write it up till three significant figures, which is 452 centimeter square. 452 centimeter square. Part 3 is lamp B is mathematically similar to lamp A. The volume of lamp B is 450. Calculate the total height of lamp B. So we can use the property that the when you have similar shapes, the ratio of their volumes is equal to the ratio of one of their sides, but the cube of ratio of one of their sides. So the side we are taking here is the height of each lamp. So if you write height of B, lamp B, and take divided by height of lamp A. So this ratio, in fact, the cube of this ratio, since we are taking volume, so cube of this ratio of their heights will equal to the ratio of their volume. So volume of B divided by volume of A. Now, if we substitute the values, height of B is the unknown. That's what we need to find. So this will be height B divided by height of lamp A is 24. So this is 24 cube equals to volume of lamp B is 450 divided by volume of lamp A. This is 650 centimeter cube. So this will be 650. Now I will take the cube on this side. So let me continue here. So height B cube over 24 cube. So 24 to the power 3. It's 13824 equals to 450 over 650. So if you want to calculate the height of B from this, I will take this to the other side. So first let's calculate this right side. 450 divided by 650 and then multiplied by this 13824, and then we take the cube root because we want the height. So let's take the cube root of this. So this is 21.2 up till 3 significant figures. So height of lamp B is 21.2 centimeters. Part B is the mass of lamp C is 340 grams, correct to the nearest 10 gram. 8 of these lamps are packed in a packing case. The total mass of the packing case and the 8 lamps is 4.2 kg, correct to the nearest 0.1 kg. Calculate the upper bound of the mass of the packing case when empty. Give your answers in kilograms. So basically you want to find the mass of packing case only. Mass of packing case when it's empty, so only the mass of packing case, which will be equal to, you are given the total mass of packing case and 8 lamps. So this will be mass of case and lamps minus the mass of these 8 lamps. So you know the mass of each lamp is 340 gram. You can easily calculate the mass of 8 of these lamps. So minus, so to make it more specific, mass of case and 8 lamps minus mass of 8 lamps. This will give you mass of the packing case only. But the question asks you to find the upper bound. So upper bound mass of case. I'm just going to write case instead of packing case just to make it shorter. So upper bound mass of case will be, so how do we find the upper bound? Since we are subtracting this value from this, we want to find the maximum possible value of this subtraction, right? So that means I need to have maximum value of this when I'm doing the subtraction. And since I'm subtracting this value, I need to have the minimum possible value of this. So this will give me the maximum possible value of the mass of the case. If I maximize this value and then minus the minimum possible value of the mass of 8 lamps. So that means I want upper bound mass of case and 8 lamps. So that's the maximum possible value minus the lower bound mass of 8 lamps. This will give me the upper bound mass of the case. So now let's first calculate these values. So I will write it down here. So for the upper bound mass of case and 8 lamps, we have the value given. The total mass of packing case and 8 lamps is 4.2 kg. So 4.2 kg is the measurement. And since we are finding the upper bound, I will add the error value. So error value Your degree of accuracy is 0.1, so error here will be your degree of accuracy 0.1 divided by 2, which is 0.05. So I will add the error value to get the upper bound. So this is 4.25 kilograms, which is the upper bound of mass of case and the 8 lamp. So this value here, the first value is 4.25 and then minus lower bound mass of 8 lamps. So let me find this here. Lower bound mass of 8 lamps will equal the mass of one lamp is 340. The degree of accuracy is 10 grams. So your error here will be your degree of accuracy, which is 10 grams divided by 2. So your error here is 5. And since I'm looking to find the lower bound mass of 8 lamps, so 8 multiplied by the mass of one lamp is 340, and then minus the error because you're looking for the lower bound. So error value is 5 here. So this will be 8 multiplied by 335, which is the 335 is the lower bound mass of one lamp. So 8 of these will be 8 multiplied by 335. So 8 multiplied by 335 is 2680 grams. Now we need to convert these into kgs because the answer is also required in kilograms, and the mass that you found for the case and the lamps is also in kgs. So I will divide this by 1000 to get 2.680 kg. So this will be 4.25 minus this lower bound of mass of 8 lamps, which is this value here, is 2.680. So your answer here will be 4.25 minus 2.680, which is 1.57 kg. So your answer here is 1.57. So let's move to question number 10 here. The diagram shows a prism with a rectangular base of length 15 and width x centimeter. So this is a rectangular base. ACFD is a rectangle. Width is x. The cross section of the prism is this right angled triangle. The height of the prism is 4 centimeter less than its width. So width is x. So this height is 4 centimeter less than this width. So this will be x minus 4. The volume of the prism is 440. Show that 3x square minus 12x minus 176 equals to 0. So you're given the volume. Volume of this prism will be base area into height. So if I take this right angled triangle as the base, this will become my height of the prism. So volume of prism will be the base area will be the area of this right angled triangle ABC. So this will be 1 by 2 into base is height x for this triangle, and the height is x minus 4 into x minus 4. So this is the base area into the height of the prism, which is 15. And this volume is given as 440. So this will be 440 equals to x square minus 4x if I open this bracket, and this is still being multiplied by 15 here, and this is over 2. So I'll take this 2 to the other side. I will get 880 equals to 15x square minus 60x. So if I take this 880 to the right side, I can write this as 15x square minus 60x. This will become minus 880. So this is 60x, and this will become minus 880 equals to 0. So then if I take, I can take 5 common from these three values. So if I take 5 common, I will be left with 3x square minus 12x. And let's see, 880 divided by 5 is 176. So minus 176 equals to 0. And if I take this 5 to the other side, I'm left with 3x square minus 12x minus 176 equals to 0. So this is what you had to show in this part A. The next part is solve this equation. So I will use the quadratic formula. So x will be equal to minus 12 plus minus square root of b square, which is minus 12 square, minus 4ac, 4 into 3 into minus 176 divided by 2a, and your value of a here is 3, so 2 times 3. So let's calculate the value inside the square root. So 12 square will be 144 minus 4 into 3 into minus 176. So this is x equals to, this will become plus 12 plus minus square root of this value 2256 divided by this 6. So x is 12 plus square root of 2256 divided by 6, or your x value is 12 minus square root of this divided by 6. So let's calculate this first. So 12 plus square root of 2256 and then divide by 6. So this is 9.92 up till 3 decimal place, 9.92, and the other value is 12 minus square root 2256 and then divided by 6. So the other value is minus 5.92, minus 5.92. So these are the two values of x. So 9.92 and minus 5.92. The next part is find the height of the prism. So if you go back up, your height is x minus 4. So height equals to x minus 4. Now you have two possible values of x here. So if I take this negative value, my height will come out to be negative, which is not possible. So this is the value of x that I will use, 9.92 minus 4, which will give you 5.92 centimeters. This is the height of your prism. The next part is a line is drawn on the surface of the prism from B to F. Another line is drawn on the surface of the prism from A to F. Calculate angle AFB. So let me go back here and erase this. So one line is drawn from this point B to F. So let me draw this. So this is the line that's drawn from point B to F. Another line is drawn from this point A to F. So A to F will be this line here. And the question asks you to find the angle AFB. AFB is this angle here. And since this is like a three-dimensional shape, this angle between AB and AF is like 90 degrees, like this. This is a right angled triangle because this is point B is vertically above point A, and this is a rectangle at the bottom. So this is the horizontal surface, and this point B is directly above this point A. So this angle here will be 90 degrees. So let me draw this triangle out separately here. So this is my point B, this is point A, this is point F. This angle BAF is 90 degrees. This height is this height AB, which is x minus 4. We calculated it to be 5.92. So this is 5.92. This is the angle that we need to find, right? This is a right angle triangle. So this side AF, I can find this side's length using the triangle AFC. So since this base is a rectangle, that means this angle ACF is a right angled triangle. This is 90 degrees. Let me draw it more neatly. So this angle is 90. I know if I look at this triangle ACF, I know the length AC is X. I found the value of X. This is 15. So this is the hypotenuse. AF is the hypotenuse of this triangle ACF. So I can write AF square equals to this AC square plus CF square. So AF square will be X value is 9.92 AC square plus CF is 15 square. So this will give me the value of AF. So 9.92 square plus 15 square and then the square root of this. Oops, square root. So this gives you this length 17.98. 17.98. So this is 17.98, which is this length here, 17.98. So now I know two sides of this right angled triangle. AB is known, AF is known, and I want to calculate this angle. So this is the perpendicular height, this is the base, so I can use tan of AFB. So let me take this and move it down here. So now I can write tan of angle AFB will be equal to AB, which is this perpendicular height, over AF, which is AB is 5.92 divided by AF is, so this is 5, AF is 17.98. So this will give you angle AFB. So let's calculate this. 5.92 divided by 17.98 and then take the tan inverse of this. So this is 18.2 degrees up till 1 decimal point. So you have to give your answers in degrees up till 1 decimal point. So this will be 18.2 degree, your angle AFB. So question number 11 is express as a single fraction in its simplest form. This is the expression that you're given. So I'll take the LCM here. So the LCM will be 2x minus 3 into x minus 2. So this x minus 2 will be multiplied by this 4 here because its denominator 2x minus 3 was multiplied by x minus 2. So 4 into x minus 2 minus 3 into this value 2x minus 3. So if I open up the brackets, I will get 4x minus 8 and then minus 6x plus 9 over 2x minus 3 into x minus 2. And then 4x minus 6x will be minus 2x and 9 minus 8 will be 1. So 9 minus 8 is 1. 4 minus 6x will be minus 2x over. So I'll leave it the brackets as it is in the denominator. If you want, you can open them up as well, but it won't change the answer. So your final answer will be 1 minus 2x over 2x minus 3 into x minus 2. The next part is simplify this expression. So I can write the numerator as 2x square, which is 4x square, and 9 can be written as 3 square. So I have this a square minus b square, which I can use the formula a square minus b square is a plus b into a minus b. And in the denominator, if I multiply this minus 15 into this coefficient of x square, I get minus 30. So I'm looking for factors of 30, which if I subtract, I should get this number, which is minus 7. Since this is negative 30, that's why I'm looking for subtraction. So straight away I can think that 10 and 3 are the two factors that I can use. 10 times 3 is 30 and 3 minus 10 will be minus 7. So I can write this as 2x square minus 3x, sorry, minus 7x is, so minus 10x plus 3x is minus 7x, and then minus 15. And then the numerator will become a square minus b square is a plus b into a minus b. So this will become 2x plus 3 into 2x minus 3. In the denominator, I will take 2x common from the first two values. So 2x, I will be left with x minus 5. I will take 3 common from these two values, and I will be left with x minus 5. So the numerator remains as it is, 2x plus 3 into 2x minus 3 over, I can take x minus 5 common, so 2x plus 3 into x minus 5. So this 2x plus 3, this 2x plus 3 cancel out. So I'm left with 2x minus 3 over x minus 5. So this will be your final answer, 2x minus 3 over x minus 5. So this was the last question for this paper. So this is the end of the video.